going on, everybody? Welcome to Beyond the Screen. It's your girl Jasmine. In this video, I can't even call it, so it's a spoiler review. So this is for people that have seen this movie already, for Phoenix Forgotten. Now, really the only reason I'm making a video right now is because I said that I would, because I low-key tried to back out of it. If I hadn't already told you guys I was gonna do it, I wouldn't be doing it, because I'm still confused, and despite trying to read stuff, it's still really confusing. I even had my assistant like helping me research, and we're still just kind of like, but wait, what? The issue is the UFO sighting that this whole movie is based around really took place March 13th, 1997. There were UFOs that were spotted in the sky over Phoenix. Now, they appeared, then they vanished. Now, in the movie, there's actual footage from the UFO sighting. The problem is the backstory that they've included. Now, kids went missing, but from what we've been reading, it seems like it was 4 boys that went missing. And then we came across a story that was saying that like their bones were found like days later, and there was a suspect. The suspect was like, bro, they got abducted. They got abducted by aliens. That's why there's bones left, and they've only been missing for a couple days. Those are their bones. Aliens skinned them and took them. How you get abducted and leave your bones behind, I don't know. So either you got murdered or you got abducted. So that really didn't make any sense to me. So I don't know how much truth there is to that story. Now, in the actual movie, the director used, 2 boys and a girl, and they're the ones that went missing. Now, one of the boys' sisters is the one who's doing the documentary, like I explained in my review, and they have this footage, but the footage is only of them like in the car, and then it stops and they see some animals, and the animals, they're coyotes. They look like they've been severely burned by something, but then the footage ends, and that's all. Now, that didn't make sense to people because the kid who was filming always had his camera attached to his hand, and it's obvious that they got out of the car. But where did they go? There has to be another camera somewhere that has footage on it. Now, the movie goes on. She goes and interviews at the school, and the teacher's like, oh, that was before my time. I don't know where any stuff would be from the 90s, yada, 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 yada. Well, guess what? She finds a warehouse that has old, ancient school stuff from the 70s and 80s and 90s and whatnot. Someone had sent in a camera. Now, the camera looked like it had been through some stuff. It's covered in dirt. It's broken, messed up. Opens it, boom, there's a tape in it. It has the missing girl's handwriting on it. Now, the movie depicts that this was the footage that they've been missing. So these kids, just dumb, go all through the desert like in the middle of the day. So they're like watching the sunset miles and miles and miles away from the vehicle that they drove into the desert on. Why? What you were gonna walk home in the dark? Like, what did you think was gonna happen? It starts to get dark. They spot some lights in the sky, and they're like, oh snap, it's time for us to go back to the car. They're excited that they saw it, but it's still time to go. They can't find their way back to the car though. You know why? Because it's dark. It's dark. That's what happens when it gets dark. You can't see. When you're in the desert and there's no street lights, you can't see because it's dark. Sorry, it's fake. It didn't really happen, but I'm upset about it. So just bear with me. So stuff starts happening. They see these handprint petroglyphs and stuff on the wall that they didn't see on their way up there, and then there's wind and lights everywhere. One of the dudes goes ahead, and then he comes back, and he's obviously changed. Something's happened to him, right? Something happened to him up there. His nose starts bleeding. He's just really like weird about everything. He's sweating. It's just a weird situation. But he says he saw the car. So they get in the car, they're driving and everything, and then there's a light. Something's coming up behind them. They're like, drive! Oh my God, something's coming! Go! Their car brakes, it just stops working. Well, there that went. We're gonna walk. We're in the dark still, in the middle of the desert. But we're gonna walk instead of just staying in the car until morning. We're gonna walk through the dark desert, because that makes sense. They're walking for a little while, and then dude who was up and something happened to him is like, hey, do you hear that? There's something out there in the darkness off the road. Let's go see what it is. He goes, it's my brother. I can hear my brother. He's speaking to me, guys. It's my brother. And then there's a gravitational pull. There's loudness. There's lights everywhere. Boom. He's gone. What do we think was gonna happen? He's gone now. So homegirl's like screaming his name, like, ah, where are you? We can't leave him. He's out there, where did he go? He couldn't have just vanished. That's what happened. You guys saw some UFOs. You believe in the UFOs. That's why you guys are out in the middle of the desert. Something took him. So after this experience happens, the girl starts acting weird. Her nose starts bleeding. She's freaking out, all this stuff. Eventually, she hears something. She starts running into the middle of nowhere. It's my dad! It's my dad! We're back! We found my dad! More gravitational pull and everything. She's gone. Kid with the camera like runs into like a shack house thing, and that's like in the trailer where you see like the water like going up on the wall and all this stuff, and then they show the mirror and you see him like in the corner, and then it's like when he gets sucked up and you actually get to see his abduction, and then he's gone. So the whole premise of the movie is that there's the hidden footage and everything. Oh, and then like the government was trying to keep it a secret. Like the sister watched the footage, sent it in to, you know, this guy was supposed to have a meeting with this guy on the Air Force base, and he like blew her off. He was like, don't let that footage get out and blah, blah, blah. And we still hadn't seen it at this point. And then her friend who's with her helping with the documentary is like, well, what are you gonna do? She was like, what do you think my brother would have wanted to do? And then it's like click, beep, and then they show the footage, and then that's how the movie ends. Now, obviously there's no real footage of these kids getting abducted, but these kids really did go missing without a trace, and that's the end of it. Like there's no missing tape or anything like that, or as far as I could find. If you have gone to see the movie or did any research or whatever after watching my review, please let me know in the comment section, because I'm still just really confused, and I had to get this video up. Like I have a time clock. I got more movies to go see in 2 days, so I just kind of really had to let it go. But I still think the concept of it is really interesting. I don't necessarily know how I feel about there being life on other planets, or if there's aliens and all this types of stuff. I feel like it's kind of naive to think that there's all these other planets and the whole galaxy and everything, and that there's nothing else out there. But do they come down and snatch people up and put stuff in their butts and things like that, like movies try to depict? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what it is? I want to know what your guys' beliefs are. If you've seen the movie, how you felt about it, what you think about UFOs, aliens, life outside of Earth. Get in that comment section. Get to typing. As always, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button for me. If you want to see more videos from me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, God first, God bless.